Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it might happen to be to those of you watching this. It is currently about a little bit after 9 o'clock. I figured I'd narrate a nice little bit and get something going on for you. Yeah, so we got a match against a guy by the name of Finckers. And I was like, I'm just going to bring things from the box and put them in the party and then go to the Wi-Fi club and have the fun time. And then he was like, I'm going to bring Spade Scene because that's what I want to bring. And then, you know, have the fun time. And I was like, son of a bitch. Okay, so we'll see how this works out. But he's going to go ahead and lead off with the Landers. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Roserade because it is a sash, therefore it is a lead set, I suppose. I just want to put something to sleep. That's kind of going to be the mission goal here. If he wants it to be Landorus, then he'll leave it in, try to take me out, do whatever. If I miss the sleep powder, then I will definitely keep this thing safe for later to try to, like, Giga Drain something on his team, like, or, you know, I don't really remember what else is on this set. But, you know, Giga Draining, Lantern, and Vaporeon, you know, two things weak to it. Very good possibility of getting my health back, if that is what I happen to be running on the set. I don't remember. But, point is, I live with my sash. I'm going to go ahead and put that thing to sleep. And, you know, actually having a Landorus to sleep in exchange for all but one of my HP and, you know, getting switch fodder in return, not really a terrible exchange. I mean, I would have much rather had it dead, but I'll take this. It's good for now. So, I'm going to go for the Acrobatics, you know, on the switch, or if he wants to stay in, let it die. That's okay with me. But he brings in Heatran instead of Lantern, which kind of confuses me for two reasons. Because one, he lets me know right off the bat that he's slower because he has an air balloon and it pops. Number two, because this air balloon pops, I could just take him out with an Earthquake. So he probably could have predicted that relatively well and decided to go out into something like Scizor, who would be able to take, you know, an unstab Earthquake and threaten me out with a Bullet Punch very easily. Or just go into fucking Vaporeon to take it better. Whatever. But he does scare me off with the water move, and he actually just decided to switch up to the ice move, probably predicting my Hydreigon to come in. So, I just bring in my Roserade to switch fodder. Unfortunately, not going to be able to take these down, but I do have a very nice plan B, which is basically just drop Dragon Meteor things on all the things. Like, how does that even... I don't understand how that's a dragon move, just looking at it. Like, a dragon summons a meteor, and then that's like a dragon thing? Like, I could summon food out of the refrigerator. Does that mean it's me? No, it's a pizza-type food. It's not meat-type food all of a sudden. Whatever. That's... Oh, man. What a fucking weird mental tangent there. But after, you know, dropping X amount of Draco Meteors, I think I just went for one, and I was like, you know what? I am going to drop another one, because why the fuck not? I'm basically... My battle plan is to just drop him to the point where I'm not satisfied with the damage on a Specs Hydreigon, which isn't going to happen for a couple turns, let me tell you. Because I was like -1 at that point, and now I'm like -3, and then I'm going to be at like -5 soon. And then I'm going to run out of Draco Meteors, which is unfortunate. But I just dropped 3 in short succession. Rain down a world of hurt on his team, I suppose. And then Scizor finally comes in. I'm like, where the fuck was this thing earlier? I don't know, I guess maybe he was expecting me to switch out. I'm like, no, fuck that, dude. I'm just going to drop until I die. Or until Scizor comes in. But I got a pretty good switch into Scizor, which is actually going to be my Arcanine, and, you know, I'll be able to take Bullet Punches. Anything other than a Superpower I'll be able to take reasonably well. Now, here is something I kind of noticed that I didn't really know that I had going on, but I kind of coaxed him out into either Latios or Lantern, both of which are really good to take the Flare Blitz, but both of which are, you know, really, I don't want to say countered, but I do have moves prepared for both. So, with this Crocodile, I suppose. But I'm going to go for the Pursuit, thinking that he'll actually end up switching out, and he doesn't switch out. But Game Freak's like, that's a good move, that's a good move, I like that, we're going to roll with it. So, just pretend I went for Crunch and then just go with it. So, I get a crit, which is a little unfortunate, but I'm thinking that at that range, I'm thinking at the range that I probably would have brought him down with Pursuit because it's stab and everything like that. Maybe might have been an E-Speed killing range with Arcanine, since that is like a mixed Arcanine set. I don't really remember, but, well, I don't remember how much attack is in it. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling. But in comes Vaporeon. As you can see, I kind of stayed in to go for the Pursuit, thinking it would take him out, but instead he just lives with like a nub and goes for the Wish, you know, after getting a little bit of HP back with Protect, and I'm like, shit, that's not good. So, tries to go for the Protect again. It was a little bit obvious, since he didn't really have much of a choice. If he tried to switch out to pass the Wish to something, then that wouldn't have really worked out. I don't know about killing him off with the Pursuit from that range, so he really didn't have a choice. Thinking about that series of plays, that was just like 2 turns ago. But my thing that I'm going to do right here is just Draco Meteor. Just Draco Meteor, some more, just Draco Meteor, so many things. And I guess he just leaves it in expecting that he'll take one, or he just wants a safe switch into Scizor. Don't really understand his logic here, but because he's at less health than he was before, I think I dropped it on him when he was at full, and it brought him down to like 90%. But Scizor finally comes in now, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna get out of here, go back into Arcanine, and he decides to Pursuit me, which is like, what? I understand you want to get damage off on me, but that's like not stab on you. I'm a dark type. Just what the fuck are you doing? So, that actually means that my Arcanine gets to come in safe though, and intimidate him, just do that kind of thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the overheat because why the hell not? I know Lantern is probably gonna come in eventually, and my stab move is as good a move as any because going for the E-Speed is gonna be pretty useless, especially if I overpredict and he decides to stay in and just do something funky. But go for the overheat actually does a pretty good chunk. I was a little bit surprised at that. So I don't know if his Lantern is just like physically defensive. That's what people like to run. But that still does a really good chunk for a resisted hit because I know how much HP those things have. But I'm going to switch out, probably predicting the Scald, I think is what happened there. And he ends up going for the Toxic, which I'm actually really okay with because this means I'm still alive. And this means that something on his team is just going to take another Draco Meteor. So I might as well just go for it. I love fucking Specs Draco Meteor. So look at that. Look at how much this does. This does, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but it basically kills him from that range. And I'm pretty sure with how much Overheat did, it probably would have killed him from a little bit more too. So that's awesome. Unfortunately, I'm just at like this really low range of health, and I'm just like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna leave this thing in and, you know, go for another Draco Meteor. He's basically done at this point because regardless of what move he goes for, I know he's slower than Arcanine, and if he's choice banded, then, you know, he's pretty much screwed. So he decides to go for the U-turn, just take me out, and that means he's locked in on a U-turn against an Arcanine, which is not really gonna work out for him. So I'm just gonna go for the, I believe just the Flare Blitz on this turn to close off the match after turn effects, a little bit of them. Okay, there's the Flare Blitz. So that's the game. So if you guys enjoyed this little quick game, I suppose, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Let me see what I have going on. I will probably have TCGO up tomorrow. I think I might have a tournament video up tomorrow. Someone contacted me about wanting to upload their game. Supposedly it was like really, really, really good. So expect a pretty good upload tomorrow if he actually gets back to me in time. But I got that and TCGO coming tomorrow. For today, I may or may not have just finished streaming, or, you know, I'll upload this before I stream. It's gonna end up being one of the two, you know. I'll end up deciding by the time I close off this video. But anyways, speaking of this video, that's it for this video. So with that in mind, I will see you guys tomorrow.